Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I am here with the new collection. This one is called the Joyful Christmas Collection from Spellbinders. It's a fabulous collaboration for Christmas with Simon Hurley. Yay! So Spellbinders has sent me this to play with, and I played with everything here. It's all good. Oh, yes. Now, Simon Hurley, as you can see, he also works with Ranger. So this is a collaboration, I guess, with all three. Let's get started. Let's just go right in. There are two ginormous stamp sets. This one is, I think this is a 8x6. I'll tell you in a second. So this is a 9" by 6" stamp set. Hello and hello. There are 3 stamp sets. I was sent 2 to play with. Both stamp sets are high quality photopolymer stamps made in the USA. Now, Simon Hurley, he's a young man who has been crafting for years since he was, I don't know if he was a little boy when he started or a teenager, but he has his own product line, Simon Hurley Creates, and now he has joined forces with Spellbinders to release a wonderful Christmas collection. Now, the beauty of Simon Hurley is he is male. So, these cards, everything here will have that vibe of either being, you can use it feminine or masculine. If you find yourself limited by what's available to make masculine cards, here he can cover that for you in a contained set, so you don't have to go shopping everywhere to find something. Even looking just at the stamps, you can see it can cover both masculine and feminine, which is great. Love that. Now, there is something special about these sentiments right here I'll get into later. Deck the halls, happy holidays, joy to the world, Merry Christmas. And I love this font. I tell you, I love a good font in a sentiment. And this particular set called Halftone Holiday. This is one that you can do pretty much solid stamping with. Quick card making, love that. And then there's some little sentiments in here. There's even the string right here for the ornaments. Look at that. Nice pine cone. Here we have the holly leaves already kind of shaded in, so you can either choose to color it or just stamp it on or heat emboss. Use embossing powder with this. So on the Spellbinders website, you can either get the stamp alone, or if you want the die, then this is sold as a bundle. Everywhere else, like scrapbook.com, you could do stamp and then the coordinating die. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. So I'll show you that example in a moment. Moving on, we have the Winter Woodland. Oh, fun, fun, fun. I played with these 2 images, the little bird and the stag. This stag is also available in a die. Hello, 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 hello. I can see why it's done both ways because it's that good. It really is. All right. And then we also have a cute little polar bear. We have a little bunny, sentiments here, the little presents. Oh, and again, you can get it as a bundle on Spellbinders or buy it separately, stamp and die, especially for this one. Because as you can see, it cuts deep into it. Let me show you the products first. That's the good thing about this Joyful Christmas collection. Everything played well with each other. So if I showed you an example now, it's going to have like 2 other products from something else in his line. Yeah, it played that well. So let me go right into the floral stag die. Love, love, love. Quadruple love. So happy I have this. Oh, yes. And this is fabulous again. Male, female, female. Do the florals a little bit, you know, lighter, brighter. Male, keep into the traditional colors. Red, green, etc. Brown for the stag. Stag is 3 inches tall by 2 inches wide. Adorable. Here is the stag's face. This is for the snout and the mouth. That little piece on the edge, that's the ears. Here fills in the eyes and the nose. If you lose this piece, then you could just, you know, this does pop out the eyes anyway, but you'd have to color in this part then. But at least you get the emboss so you see where everything fits. Okay? You see? Cute. And then it comes with its own florals. And funny enough, I was just using this. I thought I would have been jumping into holiday blooms, and I was just staying right here in this lane. I haven't used this floral yet, which is just a standard flower with the leaf, but that takes this from just being Christmas into fall all year long and Look at those are the antlers. Love the antlers. The antler adds on an additional 2¼ inch of height. Floral stag. Oh, yes, yes. Another definite oh yes, especially if you have a Glimmer hot foil machine. Spellbinders has been just knocking it out the park with the Christmas sentiments in Glimmer hot foil form, meaning the runaway winner so far has been Glitter Wishes. You guys have seen me talk about this a bunch. And Christmas Magic. Now, here is Joyful Christmas Sentiments. Now, difference obviously is that this is more of a title, bigger, 1¾ inch wide by 3/4 inch tall, roughly. But all of these can play well together. You can use this on the outside, you could use this on the inside, you can use the sentiment here, put something underneath it. But I'll put links for everything that I'm talking about, even these two, because those two are just like, yeah, out the door winners too, especially if you do Glimmer. So here we have Happy Holidays, Deck the Halls, Merry Christmas, Joy to the World, Season's Greetings. Coordinating die, love. Let me do a quick sidebar to show you, because I already played with it. Most of my examples I kept in the browns. So here we have Joy to the World cut out, Merry Christmas. Then I did it in navy. Look at that. Navy and matte silver. One of my new favorite Glimmer combinations that we'll talk about again in a second, because this one is, oh yes, loving. Look at that. Great, especially again, masculine cards. Sticking a pin in what we have here. Let's go back over, because I did measure it just to make sure, because Spellbinders is just the gift that keeps on giving. And I tell you, there is somebody going, wait a second, why don't we? These 4 sentiments is the exact size of what's in here. The only thing that's not in this one is Season's Greetings. The coordinating die matches perfect. So if you wanted to get the die, yeah, you're going to have to get the Glimmer. This is not sold separately. But we have, see, Happy Holidays. Hello. Love that. Love the thinking. Love the thinking. I'm telling you, I didn't even realize it. I was playing with the set, and then all of a sudden I was like, hold on. Doesn't this look exactly like the font that I was using with the Glimmer? And let me see. This works here. Love. So if you do have your Glimmer hot foil machine, but you don't have time to pull it out, and you're like, I just want to just stamp and go, there you go. And you still want to use the coordinating die, that option is there. It's all about options. This is Joyful Christmas Sentiments. I forgot to tell you the name. This is how excited I am about this collection. I was excited in the last video, if you haven't seen it. Spellbinders' first ever crafty advent calendar. I'll put a link here, and at the end you can watch this one. Super excited about that. Now, I am super excited about Simon Hurley bringing all of his crafty imagination and creativity to create this Christmas line that is just, this is just beyond awesome in terms of the font and the sizing too. And it works back with everything else. Everything else, love that. You guys just don't know. So Joyful Christmas Sentiments, hot foil plate, along with the halftone holiday stamps. These two are like brother, sister. They do go together well in terms of giving you more options of play. Next, another Glimmer hot foil plate that is like, where have you been? Geo Snowflakes. Love. Let me show you an example. Here it is. Here it is again. This is Prism. And this is, now I was not sent this. I bought this myself. I saw these colors, which reminded me of matte silver and my matte gold. This is their satin foil. This is beyond gorgeous. Look at that. And that one, I believe, is this color, this sort of a dark gold. I'm going to put it here because I have the sun right here showing. Hello. Love, triple love, quadruple love this. I'm getting another pack of it too. That's how much I love it. But we'll talk about the hot foil in a second. And then this one is, this is Spellbinders Blue Spruce cardstock with Prism. So if you want to go that colorway, this cardstock is just from my stash. I have no idea where this is from. It's actually very thin, but I love the color because I was making more of a masculine card. So it's kind of a tan, khaki color. But look how beautiful it is with that satin foil. Oh yes, still can work masculine. Love. Geo Snowflake Hot Foil Plate. This one will fit a standard A2. It measures 4.5 inch wide, 5 3/4 of an inch tall. So it gives you that room that, you know, you put it on, not straight. You can still trim it down and work with it. Or go a little oversized if you want. Super duper duper love, especially if you love a good glimmer hot foil. This is another one right there. Pretty. Lastly, from the collection that I received is the Candy Stripes dies. Oh, this is so cute. It's like little candy cane. There is an example of it where it does a crisscross. How it does the crisscross, which I figured out, was you cut it, and then I'll show you in my example, but you layer the back of it on each. I'll explain it. I know. You're like, huh? First example. Let's talk about the Stags. I'm going to just put them beside each other because quadruple love. This is the Stag die. This is the Stag stamp. That's the Geo Snowflake in navy cardstock with that matte silver foil. If you're loving this colorway, especially for masculine cards, this is a new color combination for me that I'm like, oh, where have you been all my life? Love, 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 love this combination of this colorway. Here is the die set, and I used all the florals. Here is the die set. Fabulous poinsettia. Love a good poinsettia. This is a good one. Love all the bits. One of my favorites in here is this one. That's this. Super love. If you want to get the detail, take out your embossing pad and then run it through. I didn't. I thought it's fine. To me, it's fine. All of the bits here is from this. So I didn't even have to bring in holiday blooms, which is surprising because normally I would. And I created a little cluster, and another favorite came into play. You guys have seen it over and over. Essential arches. That's what I used here to create the arch. Now, what I did different than I did in the past, I did an even arch. What is that? Meaning I took one die, pretend the paper is underneath here. Don't take the one beside it, take the next die. So this one is going to be too thin. So you skip one and you come down, and I did this where it was even, right? So in my playing, so on this card here with the express train, here I did an even border. This one, I pulled it down further. See what's happening? Not that far, but about that. And created just a new play on this arch die set. I tell you, this essential arches, both of them work, don't they? I was just thinking I'd love the top to just have a different look. That's all I did, crafters. Here, even. Here, more on the top. You could thin it out too if you want and do more on the bottom. Love. Tell you, this little die set, gift that keeps on giving, 16 pieces. Honestly, I have been only in like here. I really need to get down into these little bitties too. Fabulous die set. So I pulled her out, and she's on the next example as well. And when you do cut this out, you do get the inside piece, so you can use that in the future on something else. I think this background looks like a beautiful tiled wall, but masculine because it has like the little arrow edge. I don't know. It's really pretty. If you guys are like, Suzanne, stop. Or you guys are like, Suzanne, yes, it's okay. Don't talk about it anymore. I'm already getting it. Fabulous. Once I started playing with it, I was like, oh. And it works in so many colorways. I had him on top of this, but it was too much brown for me. You know, if you're giving this card, you know who you're giving the card to. He loves everything to be super masculine, then yes, I would have done brown on brown. Like my next example, actually, that's brown on brown. I would skip the pearls. I always think about who is the recipient. And then here, that's the Happy Holidays Glimmer Hot Foil on top of my floral burst. Instead of having it as a shaker, it's just a frame. I created like a frame. So this is recessed. And then he's kind of coming out. This is on the top. So there is depth to this card. You see it right there? Just some foam in here. Cute, cute, cute. 5x7. Here I did put that silver mix gems. I tell you, Spellbinders gems, this silver mix, gift that keeps on giving. It's sprinkled in here a little bit. I know it kind of fades, but in person you'll see it. And here in the floral centers. Super duper runaway hit. 1, the Stag. 2, these florals. Just out the door runaway hit. Next, coming into again, Geo Snowflakes on brown. So we have Geo Snowflakes in blue, silver matte foil, Geo Snowflakes in brown. Overall, this is very clean hot foiling, so it's a great plate. So we have matte gold foil and then the matte silver. So I know a lot of people love the matte gold. I love it too. But this one here, this matte silver, she's becoming a contender for me in terms of get a few rolls and have it in my stash. Especially if you're going to do a lot of glimmering for the holidays, stock up now on your rolls that you know you need while they're in stock. Take the hint, please. Just get one or two. You don't have to get 900 rolls, but you know what I mean. There are certain rolls that once it gets closer to November and stuff that you're going to start seeing sold out, and you're going to get frustrated. So maybe pick up a roll here or there when you're placing an order, wherever you place it to. Spellbinders, scrapbook.com. Everybody sells the hot foil rolls. So this one is the matte gold. Here, on that sentiment, again, Satin. Add 1 pack of this. Retails around $15, but you are getting 4 rolls. They didn't give a breakdown of what the colors are called. I'm going to shine it here in the sun a little bit so you can see. I would say copper or brass, platinum, light gold, dark gold. Satin foil is here. It's that color. I don't know if this is going to be sold in individual rolls. Not yet. There's also another roll that I got too, black and white. This is great if you're using black cardstock and want the white glimmer writing, or my favorite, I love a black foil. It's opaque, black and white. So this I haven't tried yet, but this one I definitely played with here. And if you're loving this sort of, it has a great fall color to it too. You can see it different than the gold right here. Cute. And then here, this is now using the stamp set, Woodland Holiday. There's my little floral stag. I did use my Zig Clean Color markers, which is a watercolor marker, but I think it turned out really nice here. Took out my glossy accents, put some glossy accents around that poinsettia in the center. Look at them. It is a smaller scale. This stag measures average 3.5. I'm coming all the way down to the bottom. The width, 2.25 inch wide. Super duper cute. These pearls, this is going to be another sidebar. But I'm showing you a lot of product along the way. So cute. I use this and I use this. Haven't played with these guys yet, but they're definitely got to play with this one because that's just like father, son, or it's so cute. So cute. Can't take it how cute it is. Simon, you did a good job. Also, on this one, because of the background being the way it is, on this one, I think with the navy blue, it's more recessed and quiet. So I could put the image here. But because this is brown on brown, it was getting like he was disappearing in this. So to break it, I come back into one of my foundation dyes. This one is the Essential Ovals. Love. Why I really love this particular style set, along with, of course, the whole line of classic fluted. But what I wanted was, this one gives you the opportunity with those dots to show a different color in the back. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring back the gold. You see it? Right there in the background. Oh, that's just, yeah. So that one is called Essential Ovals. I will put a link for it. This one goes on sale a lot at Spellbinders. So you can put it in your wish list, and then when it goes on sale, grab it. Or if you can't wait, there you go. 5 inches tall for the biggest one by 3.75 inch wide almost, or a little bit over. This card, I decided to keep my cardstock here with the texture, just to add a little something along with that. Tell you that background. If you're loving this background, please let me know below. Suzanne, that background. Stop talking about it. I love it. Just, yeah, out the door. Everything here is popped up. This is popped up. This is popped up. That's like triple popped up. And then this now. So let's have a talk about fashion pearls. Spellbinders is expanding their line of fashion pearls. They first started out with gold and silver. Silver can work right there. You see it? And here is gold. Right there. Oh, yeah. Let's just go right there. Those are the 2 examples. Done. These have been there for a while. Fabulous. There are 120 self-adhesive embellishments. So there's a lot in this little package right here. 120 different sizes, large, medium, small, and baby. I love that. Then they decided to expand the line. And they expanded it again. There's some new ones coming. So I'm going to put a link for fashion and then break down what I've shown. Fashion taupe. That's what you see here. So if you want to keep your card more subtle, this is the color for you. Fashion taupe. You want to go brighter? Fashion poppy. For Christmas, you can still work here. Another one. And I think I showed you this fashion rouge. This can work definitely for masculine cards, still give you that Christmas feel. You can use this for the center of your flowers, like here. Super duper cute on the halftone. Next, this is the one I think I didn't show you guys. Fashion cosmic. I used one. But I love it. This is a bright blue. That's navy. This one is royal blue. Lastly, I have fashion spruce. This is another one that can work on your masculine cards as well. I want to say emerald, but just a little hair lighter than emerald, okay? Super nice. So that's the sidebar for that. And then now they have the pinks coming. Love, 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 love. So there'll be a fashion pearl pink, like a hot pink, and then a lighter pink, and then like a pastel blue. Can still work in your Christmas projects. Moving on. Here is my second card, another 5x7. I'm loving my 5x7 cards, guys. This one again comes back to Winter Woodland. There's my little bird. Colored up again with the Zig watercolor markers. I could have pulled out my Copics. The reason why I'm reaching for the Zig is I want to practice watercolor coloring. So that's why I decided to stick with this for both of them. Here is the Happy Holidays. I staggered it a bit. I have a little bit of brown cardstock underneath here just to show a little outline. This in the background, this time instead of using, this is a nice combination. Look at that. Brown on the outside, gold here, and then this color here. So this could have been in the background, but I had this idea of using Spellbinders embossing folder from August, and it's called Intertwined Lattice. Love. Now this is a good embossing folder for masculine cards, and it can be used feminine too. Pretty, 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 right? On the bird, right here and here. That's when I came back in with oldie but goodie. Tim Holtz rock candy glitter. Sprinkle, just sprinkle. Little dab of glue. Take your Barely Art glue, because the Barely Art glue dries clear. So I just put like, just choo, 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 choo. Yeah, that's how my glue sounds. And then I just took the rock candy and sprinkle. Tap off the rest in your garbage if you really have. Oh, see, look at that. That was accident ready to happen. If you have issues with glitter being everywhere, this is just a light sprinkling, okay? Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. But look at it here. Now it did get heavy on the wing because I wanted the wing to have some pop. Look at that. Yeah. And on the wing, I believe here, I used glossy accents and then sprinkled it on the top. That's why it's looking almost transparent. Yeah, I was going for it with these cards, I'm telling you. Inside here, that's the gold mix crystals. I think it's still masculine with the crystal. It's fine. It's not looking anything crazy. It still has the browns going on. It's not like if I gave this card to my son, he wouldn't be like, Mom, is this a card for Gina? That's my daughter. And he would tell me that too. You know, he'd be like, this is not for me, Mom. This is to, yeah. He's like that. Here's the other side of the gold mix. So I have the solid gold crystal and the more rhinestone crystal. So this is from the same pack, and I will link all those gems too below so you guys can take a look. This time I did a cluster. So before I did a bouquet spray, here contained it to a cluster. Put one poinsettia here, one poinsettia there, then have the cluster around it with all the greens. And I kept that same, see the thin line? Here you don't see it because it's covered up, but you see how the line is thin and then up here is thick? Did you even notice? Does that bother you? It doesn't bother me in the least bit because I like this thickness at the top. I think it gives it kind of like a molding look at the top. It's something different to play with. Runaway hit again. Runaway hit. Runaway hit. There's a few runaway hits here, guys. So don't leave me the comments below going, oh, Suzanne, why did you show me this? Because it's good. Even if Spellbinders didn't send me this, I would have gotten this. The Stag, great. The florals, fabulous. This I definitely would have gotten. Because, yeah. Good sizing, too. Not too big, not too small. Put it right here beside there. Lovely 5x7s. If you wanted it to be an A2, you would just crop it right here because the biggest one is an A2 size, so it would have just been tighter. But I like to have a little bit of space to play. And all of these cards I'm showing you are not that high. Lastly, this now comes into that candy cane. This was a hard one for me to make because I had to tone everything down and I was like, oh, I want to pop it up. But I wanted to play and learn to play with a quieter card, more on the masculine side, except for that purple, but I could have changed that color. This is still using zig on the inside. So now let me bring it up close to you. This is how you get this pattern. On top is when you cut this die, on the bottom, when you cut it out and you have the back. So you put the, oh, my yellow tape, I tell you. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Gift that keeps on giving is right here, ready to go, holding it together. See how it holds it together, but doesn't tear the paper? So the first cut is that angle. When you cut it again, you're going to flip it upside down. And you can see it if I come up real close. See how you can tell that's the back? Will the recipient notice? No. But it is the back that you're using to get the crisscross. If you want to do a crisscross, or you can just keep the clean version, which would be the top of the die cut. Love. If you don't understand what I'm saying, let me know and I'll show it to you in another video. What I mean, I just have to cut another set. Here now, that's the pine. I did this in green. This green is a really nice green from Versaclear. I think it's called something forest. I'll put a link for this if you're feeling this green, because this thing stamped like a dream and heat embossed like a dream. Everything here, heat embossed. That's Glimmer. Look how it picked up the detail without getting muddy. Versaclear. This one I did gold ink with clear embossing powder. When I did clear embossing ink with gold embossing powder, I wasn't getting the detail. It was starting to melt and mud too much. So I find that when I use gold pigment ink, gosh, I think I'm mixing up the word embossing. So this is a green pigment ink, Versaclear. This is gold pigment ink, antique gold. This is from Altenew. And then put clear embossing powder. I got more of the detail clear, because if I did it the other way around, you see all these little dots? That would just turn into one line of mush. Yeah. And then here, you can tell I played with the fashion gold pearls, and then that's the gold mix gems. Alrighty, crafters, so that is it. I will put one big link for the Joyful Christmas Collection by Simon Hurley. Then below, I'm going to detail individual links for all my goodies that I received to play with. And boy, did I have a good time playing. You guys know. Did I have to make 4 cards? No. And I have a 5th one of this ready to go, but that's how much fun I was having. And it does cover masculine cards. So you can definitely take a look at this collection, especially if you have a need for masculine cards for the holidays and beyond, or you like certain things out of it. That background, done. Stag, done. These florals, definitely worth getting it. You could just play with this all the time. Throw the stag in from here to there. You can turn. And this is so pretty. Easy to color too. Very easy to color. Big enough as well. And I kind of had it sticking out the side here, kind of like a branch coming out thing. And here. So many runaway hits in this collection. Great job, Simon. He may not even watch my video, but I just have to give him kudos where kudos is deserved. And for the Glimmer lovers, try this baby out. She is good. I played with this and I was just, as soon as I rolled it out and did my first set, I was like, wait a second, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do more, I'm going to and get another pack. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, thanks so much for watching. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.